Start.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome as Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum presents its Wrestlethon to feed South Florida. This is a very unique time around the world and certainly here in the professional wrestling community. As you can see, while the Asylum normally packed with loud, screaming fans, today, for the very first time, we present an event with no fans in attendance. Only a few wrestlers in the back, a couple of staff members, everyone ready to go. Sanitized all around the ring, every piece of equipment. We are ready for the new normal as we are here at Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum, ready to feed South Florida and bring everyone what they've been missing. Professional wrestling live from the Asylum. We have 6 matches on hand this afternoon, women's matches, tag team matches, and of course, a big-time main event for the GWA Heavyweight Championship. So as everyone around the world, you're watching at home on the comfort of your own device, whatever it might be, let's bring you right into the Asylum and kick off the action. Ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, he is fighting out of Miami, Florida, weighing in at 220 pounds, Damien Fenrir. And his opponent, fighting out of Broward County, Florida, weighing in at 155 pounds, Jay Vidal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum as we are feeding South Florida. A big-time event here as I am Blake Chadwick calling all the action all night long. 6 great matches on the card tonight. One tag team match, 2 women's matches, and of course the GWA Heavyweight Championship is on the line. The ring will be sanitized in between each bout. We have a very innovative and very special event for you here tonight inside the Asylum. Jay Vidal making his return to the GWA. Formerly known as Jaden Ridham, he's undergone a bit of a transformation and he is returned here taking on the up-and-comer Damien Fenrir, looking to complete here his first year of competition in professional wrestling. Bell sounds, we are underway for the first time in many months here inside the GWA. Senior official Randy Eller assigned to this contest as 2 of the top students here from Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum look to emerge and get back on track here as 2020 took a little bit of a halt, took a bit of a break due to, of course, everything happening around the world. But here we are back in the Asylum, our first modified event. No fans in attendance, a lot of sanitizing going on. We have Biosuit Man in the house, but we are ready to go. As goes for the deep arm drag takedown, does Damien Fenrir as Jay Vidal showing off his athleticism. Vidal looks to have dropped a couple pounds since we last saw him. Made a brief return to the GWA back at the end of 2019. Now here on a more permanent basis. Ready to get in the championship picture here. And that modified Mexican arm drag, beautifully done by Jay Vidal. Vintage Vidal offense, deep arm drag takedown there. As Vidal going to charge in here to the near side corner. And he executes the monkey flip, sending Fenrir right into the center of the ring, and Fenrir now heads to the floor. Looks to gain a second win now as Vidal's measuring him up now. We know Vidal likes to take to the air. And Fenrir here, a veteran move to slow the pace down a bit as Randy Eller trying to keep Jay Vidal at bay. And the Miami native looking to get a breather as Vidal hits the apron. And look at the athleticism here of Jay Vidal, but he's caught. Oh! And that apron power bomb. That's the hardest part of the ring. Minimal padding or protection there. And after not having competed in matches for a couple of months here for the bulk of 2020, Jay Vidal takes a very tough fall right on the side of that ring. Oh! And he's rammed head first right into the ring post. And folks, everyone watching around the world right now, you can see the Asylum has shrunk a bit. No fans inside here. A true test of will amongst the warriors here of Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum. We saw Fenrir graduate back in October at our anniversary event. And Vidal, who's plied his trade now all across the United States ever since his graduation, and a short arm clothesline by Fenrir. A second time's a charm. Looks to pick him up one more time. Looks to end Jay Vidal perhaps. Vidal ducks underneath, runs him into the ropes. O'Connor roll attempt, and he's got him. 1, 2, and a near fall there for Jay Vidal on the O'Connor roll. Now catching him with a series of strikes. And that double arm capture, overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Shades of Gangrel right there, the trainer. Fenrir wastes a little time, goes for the cover. Our senior official, Randy Eller, says that's only going to be 2. As Fenrir goes for the Irish whip. Look at the athleticism there of the youngster. Crossbody by Vidal, coming back the other way. And a near fall one more time as Jay Vidal looks to get back into this matchup. Great opening contest here, our Wrestle-thon. Defeats South Florida as Vidal puts himself back in the ring, leaps into the outstretched arms there of Damian Fenrir. And look at Fenrir here. Oh, goes for the running power slam perhaps. Vidal slips to the apron. The step up in Seguri, that's going to create the necessary separation for Vidal. And he's going to head all the way upstairs. Slips up a bit there. That could be a bit of that ring rust on display. And Fenrir knocks him right into that trio. Whoa, daddy. As Vidal in a precarious spot. And that could be the opening Fenrir needs. And normally Vidal here, as there's a cover by Fenrir too, and a near fall. Normally he'd be looking to the crowd to rally behind him, but with no crowd in attendance, he's got to hope everyone watching worldwide on YouTube and Facebook are getting behind Vidal. And the double sledge, and I think that one went nearly 500 feet over the center field wall. 1, 2, and that moonshot only gets 2 for Fenrir, who does have a baseball background.
You're pretty tough. I'll give you that much. You're pretty
As
tough.
Vidal will not quit. As Fenrir, he's got him in the corner now, throwing those shoulders right to the midsection.
Back it out of there. I'm out, Randy. I'm out.
And Fenrir really showing a lot of confidence for someone who's not been inside the ring for a few months. As Vidal slips out of the way, once again creates some separation. He goes upstairs, whisper in the wind. Vidal is down, Fenrir is down. Both men trying to get back to a vertical base here. What an opening contest inside the Asylum. These guys really setting the pace. The first action inside the Asylum in nearly 5 months. Only the second event in this building in 2020. As Vidal and Fenrir here, back and forth, tooth and nail right in the center of the ring. Both men exchanging blows. Off the ropes, and the pump kick stuns Vidal. He might be knocked out on his feet, but he's playing possum and catches him coming back the other way with the big knee. And both of these men here at a breakneck pace. Vidal's gonna catch him. And Vidal with the roundhouse kick. That could be enough. As Vidal gonna pull him into the corner there. And Jay Vidal, he's gonna go all the way upstairs. Keep your eyes on the Broward County native. Oh, and he was going for that swanton bomb, but Fenrir stuck the knees up, and they connect right in the center of the back. That could prove to be detrimental there, spins him right out. Northern Lights suplex, he holds the bridge. No, he flips right back around. He goes from the Northern Lights right into the Fisherman suplex of the delayed variety 2, and Vidal kicks out at 2 3/4. Fenrir throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Vidal, but he can't break him. Fenrir confident this is the end.
But it's my time.
What else can he throw at Jay Vidal? He's gonna put him here, suplex position. Once again, going for possibly that delayed Fisherman suplex. Vidal fights to the corner. Jay Vidal, he's going up once again. Oh, I don't know if he got all of them with that kick, but it's certainly enough to stun Fenrir. And the double stomp right to the back. Fenrir's grounded. Vidal rolls him over, hooks that outside leg, 2, 3, and Vidal wins it. And sanitize the ring. One of the new steps here of the new normal inside Gangrels Wrestling Asylum as professional wrestling. Privileged to be back here in South Florida in Broward County. Of course, coming up, our return, hopefully, to the casino at Dania Beach. Right now, it's scheduled for July. Stay tuned to Gangrels Wrestling Asylum Facebook page, gwaflorida.com, as well as our Instagram page for the latest updates on everything related to high stakes Deuces Wild, as we look to crown tag team champions for the very first time here at Gangrels Wrestling Asylum. I will talk about some of those tag teams throughout the night that we will plan to see in competing for those tag team championships. But tonight, coming up in our main event, Gangrel himself, he said it's going to be student versus teacher, as he's going to go on and take on Lakai, as we're nearing the 1-year anniversary of Lakai securing that championship and becoming the 3rd ever GWA heavyweight champion. But Lakai, now, looking for an opportunity to defend that title tonight against Gangrel. If he can get by the Vampire Warrior, he will certainly prove not only to his teacher, but the entire GWA about what he's made of as it relates to the top of the mountain and that championship. We had a great singles match between Jay Vidal and Damian Fenrir starting us off tonight. But folks, it's time to get ready for some women's action, as the ladies are set to step inside the ring as 2 of the top contenders for the GWA Women's Championship are coming up next. Certainly want to thank everybody out there watching around the world, as inside South Florida, certainly things a little bit different here in the asylum. No fans in attendance. We have Biosuit Man in the house. He's certainly ready to go, sanitizing each and every piece of this arena after every bout to make sure the safety of our performers is top-notch and ready to go, as that is one of the caveats about ready to compete right now, while the rest of the world sits back and watches. Gangrels Wrestling Asylum delivering here in South Florida and doing it the safest way possible. I talked about the great opening matchup we saw right there. Jay Vidal getting by Damian Fenrir. Of course, we know about big-time main event coming up in a little while, as Gangrel looks to challenge Lakai, possibly the toughest challenge yet for the young champion, as he looks to continue his reign here in the GWA. It looks like Biosuit Man has completed his first mission, and now let's head back to the ring for some women's action here in the GWA. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, she is fighting out of the basement beneath Lou's Tavern. Please welcome Chelsea Durden. And ladies and gentlemen, her opponent, fighting out of Paynesville, Ohio, Kylan King. WrestleThon continues here live on the Gangrels Wrestling Asylum YouTube channel and Facebook page. Once again, I am Blake Chadwick calling all the action here inside the modified asylum. Nice and safe and sanitized and ready to go as Kylan King doing battle with Chelsea Durden. These are two of the top competitors for Nicole Lucero and that GWA Women's Championship. Nicole absent here tonight, conspicuous by her absence. Of course, she would potentially be set to defend that title tonight. It looks like she's ducking the competition, possibly using the situation going on right now as an excuse, but that's not going to be good enough for Kylan King and Chelsea Durden, who are both here looking to compete. As Kylan King certainly can make a case for the strongest lady in the asylum. Deep arm drag takedown. And instead of going to work on that arm, goes for a quick cover. Nice job by King to keep Durden on her toes. After this match, folks, we're going to get a word with Mateo Arroyo from Cambria Suites, one of the great sponsors here for the GWA. Our great hotel sponsor each and every time at the casino at Dania Beach. Mateo will give us some great words here as he will step into the asylum. As Chelsea Durden, she's going to go low, slides right underneath Kylan King, and pulls her right off the apron. King connects face first. And she might have broken a nose perhaps right there. As Durden's going to send King right back inside. Folks, coming up next, our tag team action is going to be on display, of course, coming up in July when we plan to return to the casino at Dania Beach. The tag team titles will be awarded for the very first time, and two of the teams competing here tonight will be two of the 8 slated for Deuces Wild. That's the Guadalupe brothers set to make their GWA debut, as well as the team of TC Reed and Steve Beck, one of the most popular combinations we've ever seen here in the GWA. And who will get that inside track heading into July, we'll find out shortly. But we want to talk about the GWA Women's Championship coming up a little bit later on. Two former champions, two ladies that have done battle all throughout the asylum, all throughout the casino at Dania Beach, exchanged the title numerous times. That's Anna Diaz and Rocky Radley. So 4 of the top contenders for Nicole Lucero in the house tonight. As you have to imagine, she's sitting somewhere watching on her phone, tablet, television, whatever the device might be, what's going on here, either on Facebook or YouTube. And for those of you watching who want to be the next product of the asylum, the school officially reopens June 1st. By all means, reach out to gwaflorida.com, send us a message right here. As Kylan King there's a roll-up, and nearly steals that one from Chelsea Durden.
You don't get to touch me, ever!
As Chelsea Durden now gets right back in control. As I was discussing the school reopening here on June 1st. As Durden goes for that short leg drop. As King is able to slide out of the way. King looks to be in great shape as well. Looks to really leaned out throughout this last couple of months. And the big boot spins her around a couple times. Durden looks to be on Dream Street here. And Kylan King with that cutter out of nowhere. She nails it 1, 2, hooks that outside leg and gets 2.5. Senior official Randy Eller nearly counted a 3, but Durden was able to slip that shoulder up. Chelsea Durden, another competitor here, much like Jay Vidal, with a new look displayed, as she was slated for a GWA championship shot. Back at our toy drive in December, she was on the shelf due to concussion and some other injuries. As here she goes, and Durden will roll the dice right there. Lateral press, hooks the outside leg, and that's gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Chelsea Durden. As Chelsea Durden rolls the dice, and she hits the 6. As Kylan King is dispatched right there, and Chelsea Durden gets the 1, 2, 3. And as she's officially back here in the GWA, she's in action, and she's back in the winner's circle, and she looks to maybe be the next challenger here for Tiffany Lucero. I'm going to get a word very quickly here with Chelsea Durden about this victory. Chelsea Durden, come on in here. First win in quite some time here at the GWA. You're officially back. A little bit of a new look, a little bit of a new attitude. But one thing is for certain, you're still looking for gold.
Of course I am. We're here. After all this time, I was supposed to be in a triple threat at high stakes. Get 2 things. Revenge against Anna, and a shot against Nicole's title. Where are you, Nicole? I don't see you in this building. I don't see your car outside. You afraid? Is that why you stayed home? So you can keep your gold? It's all gonna change soon. As soon as high stakes gets here, I'm coming for what's mine.
So the title shot's been put off a couple of times, but Chelsea Durden looking for Nicole Lucero in that GWA Women's Championship the next time we are at the casino at Dania Beach. All right, here as Biosuit Man continues to do his duties in round number 2, we're set to bring in one of our great sponsors here from the GWA. I talked about him throughout the last match, but Mateo Arroyo, representing Cambria Suites, one of our great hotel sponsors, here to say a few words.
Hey guys, how you doing out there? I want to take this time to thank our great sponsors, the Cambria and the Comfort Suites down here on Sterling. We're looking forward to their reopening, and during these difficult times, they've done a lot to help provide and team up with us in helping feed South Florida. And I'm really looking forward to this next show coming up here in July. Excited for that. And thank you again all, and hope we see you guys soon at the show. Have a great time.
All right, thank you, Mateo. And of course, thank you to Cambria Suites, one of our great hotel sponsors. We can't wait to pack them in next time we're at the casino.
now.
And welcome back here at Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum's WrestleThon here inside the Asylum. Thank you for joining us here around the world. We really appreciate you not only donating your time, but donating money as well. $1 equals 7 meals to feed South Florida. You can check out the information on gwaflorida.com as well as Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum's Facebook page to find out how you can donate and get in on the action and help everyone feed South Florida. Also, I talked about it on commentary, but the official reopening of Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum coming up on June 1st. If you want more information about how you could be the next student or you know someone who's interested in joining the professional wrestling business, come on down to the best school in Florida, right down here, the GWA in Dania Beach, and get trained by Gangrel himself. And you can be a part of these great shows in the future. If you'd like to purchase some great merchandise here from the Asylum, go check out gwaflorida.com. And if you want to see some past matches, our great production values, what it's like inside the Asylum when the fans are here, and of course what it's like inside the casino at Dania Beach when we pack 600 plus inside Stage 954 with the best talent not only from the GWA, but from all around the world. Go check it out on Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum's YouTube channel, where you're either watching us live right now or, of course, on our Facebook page. But a lot of great content from the GWA. So, folks, we started things off with a great singles match. We went right to the women's division. Now, as we set to crown new tag team champions for the first time here in the GWA, slated for July 18th, let's take a look at two of the teams ready for competition. It's time for tag team action here at the WrestleThon. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit and is a special tag team attraction. Introducing first, team number one. They are fighting out of Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at a total combined weight of 455 pounds, Julio Stefan, the Guadalupe Brothers. And their opponents, at a total combined weight of 390 pounds, they are fighting out of parts well known, the team of T.C. Reed and Steve Bell. Very first tag team champions coming up, slated for July 18th at High Stakes Deuces Wild 2. Hopefully the fourth time will be the charm, and we can finally crown some tag team champions. We already know The devastating Samoan Strike Force, the SSF, Jacob Fatu, Lance Anawai, they are slated to be there. Mosh and Thrasher, the Headbangers. The legendary Powers of Pain, the Warlord and the Barbarian. The makeshift team of Gangrel and Glacier will be teaming up. The Unled potentially could be in the house. A lot of possibilities slated for July 18th. As bell sounds, we are underway. Tag team action here, one fall to a finish. TC Reed and Stefan Guadalupe will start things off. Stefan, the quicker, more athletic of the two, while Julio does have the power and size. As TC Reed does have a little bit of a amateur wrestling background, as he's going to take Stefan to the mat here. TC Reed has been a tag team specialist for many years, has competed all throughout South Florida for the better part of a decade, and he has competed against Julio and Stefan in other tag team matches. This is the first time along with Steve Beck, and we'll see how Steve Beck has improved, as he's just passed his rookie year, but does not have a tremendous amount of experiences. TC Reed here could be looking for a surfboard perhaps. The beach is just open back in South Florida, so maybe he's going to take him right to the beach. Turns him around, goes for a pinning combination, and only gets two. And we're at a bit of a standstill here. As Julio Guadalupe exchanging some words there with TC Reed. Still to come tonight, two former GWA Women's Champions collide. Rocky Radley and Anna Diaz. Their storied rivalry picks back right up here at the WrestleThon. We mentioned the main event, Gangrel and Lakai, the student versus the teacher, with the title on the line. How crazy would it be if Gangrel could secure his own championship here for the GWA? Oh, Reed drops down. Nearly secures the victory as TC Reed's in the ropes, and that won't be a successful pinfall attempt for Stefan Guadalupe. As we mentioned those two matches, but there is still one more left to come, and from what I understand, folks, it is coming up next. It is EVK of the Unled will take on South Florida legend Billy Fives, who's one of the coaches here at the GWA. In fact, making his GWA in-ring debut, but he's a competitor of well over 20 years, has competed all over the world, been a part. Oh, wait a minute, Randy Eller there. Oh, referee Randy Eller takes a swipe at Stefan Guadalupe. As a battle of the ponytails here in this matchup. I guess neither men's taking advantage of the salons being reopened. As there's a tag back in here, Steve Beck. Steve Beck goes all the way upstairs, and Beck comes right down with the axe handle. The precision, the Beck effect, if you will. And the quick tag right back into TC Reed. Solid tag team work right here by both men. As Reed comes right back with one of his own, and some nice double teams right here. Lamahi Straw Cradle, nicely done by TC Reed. That's only going to get a near fall. As Stefan trying to reverse course right here and swing the tide back into the Guadalupe direction. As here comes Julio Guadalupe for the first time in this one. Irish whip there by Julio. And picks up TC Reed. Look at the power and strength there. Dumps him with that side slam. That's got to be 260 plus pounds of Julio Guadalupe coming crashing down on the rib area of TC Reed. Irish whip there. And the Guadalupes try a double team. Oh! And the miscommunication there as Stefan connects with the drop kick, sending Julio to the floor. And here comes Steve Beck. A series of clotheslines by the Beck effect. And the drop kick sends him down. He's used to hearing the chants of Steve, Steve, Steve. We know everybody watching the feed worldwide is doing exactly that right now. As Steve Beck, off the ropes he goes. And the big knee lift. Shades of Harley Race right there too. And a near fall there for Steve Beck. He's a house of fire right now.
Come on, Steve. There you go. Pull his pants up.
As they're trying to isolate Stefan Guadalupe. RTC Reed and Steve Beck, you know they're going to have the popularity vote come July 18th at the casino at Dania Beach. As there's a splash in the corner, but just as Beck moves, Julio connects with the clothesline. And that's just enough to swing the tide right back to the Guadalupe's side here. As they're looking to send Steve Beck over the wall. And if they can do that, that would result in a victory. Vertical suplex up and over by Julio. And Julio now with a front chancery, cutting the ring in half. The tag right back to his brother. Stefan is in the ring. As Stefan has Steve Beck isolated in the corner. We are inside Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum, a very unique environment for the very first time, a live event with no fans in attendance. Only the essential personnel, the ring being sanitized after each and every matchup by Biosuit Man. This is an incredible, unique event here for our new normal inside the GWA. Off the ropes. And Stefan drops that knee right across the throat of Steve Beck. Oh, and he catches TC Reed. That's going to tick off Reed. But a veteran heads-up move there by the Guadalupe brothers as they take Steve Beck right back into their corner. As the Guadalupes here try to control Steve Beck, but Beck with the jawbreaker creates the separation, and there's the tag to TC Reed. This place would normally be coming unglued right now as TC Reed taking it to both brothers here. As they collide in the corner. The scoop slam. He's going to hold for the pin, too. And senior official Randy Eller says it's only 2. And now Reed and Beck going to try for the combination here. Eat defeat into the side Russian leg sweep. He floats over 2. And I thought that was going to do it, folks. 2 3/4, but somehow Stefan Guadalupe slips that shoulder up. And now TC, he's upstairs, but Julio is going to knock him off his perch here. TC Reed's down. Steve Beck, oh, he had him in a full Nelson. But now the Guadalupe brothers, they're in control. Randy Eller here trying to restore some order as Steve Beck's going to try to take him out 1-on-2. The low bridge. Julio goes over the wall. Stefan now eats the super kick. Steve Beck trying to close the door here, get that momentum rolling towards the casino at Dania Beach and those tag team championships. He pulls the feet, does Julio 2, 3, and Stefan wins it. Is a big-time win for them, knocking off Steve Beck and Trevor Reed, as those two, of course, the popularity vote, but don't have that momentum now, as now 8 teams set to compete to crown the very first GWA Tag Team Champions. And at some point tonight throughout our Wrestle-thon right here at Gangrels Wrestling Asylum, we will try to bring our belts out here so we can show you the physical championship titles that will be won on July 18th when we return to the casino at Dania Beach. We're just getting started here, folks, but coming up next, it's singles action. Another form of student versus teacher. It's EVK of the Unled taking on the South Florida legend, making his in-ring GWA debut, Billy Fives. Welcome back here to Gangrels Wrestling Asylum as GWA presents our Wrestle-thon as we look to feed South Florida. Remember, folks, a $1 donation can bring 7 meals to people down here in South Florida. So go donate right now. We appreciate you donating your time watching this very unique event with no fans in attendance here inside the asylum. But the Wrestle-thon will continue. And again, $1 feeds 7 people. So bring those 7 meals to someone right now. You want to throw in a $5 donation? That is over a month of meals. So by all means, go donate right now. Check it out, gwaflorida.com. On our YouTube page, you could be watching right now, or of course on our Facebook page. Look for that information right here. As I have to also point out, Biosuit Man has been the man here all afternoon as we are looking to make the most of this very unique situation, following all guidelines right now. Everything's nice and sanitized right here in between each match for the safety of everyone here in the building competing inside the ring. And remember, if you want to become the next member of Gangrels Wrestling Asylum, you want to be a part of the next class, sign-ups begin right now, and the classes resume June 1st as the asylum officially reopens. So we've had some great action thus far. 6 matches officially on the docket here this afternoon. We're halfway through. There's no one here to keep us loud, but I know you're keeping yourselves loud at home. So keep on watching, keep on cheering, and keep on supporting Gangrels Wrestling Asylum and feeding South Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, Gangrels Wrestling Asylum's Wrestle-thon continues with the following contest set for one fall in a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, he is fighting out of Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 190 pounds, representing the Unled, he is EVK. And, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, fighting out of Cherokee, North Carolina, weighing in at 212 pounds, making his GWA debut, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Fives! The one of the coaches here at the Asylum classes are normally underway, of course, we know. All over the world, been a part of the great ECWA Super 8 tournament, has won championships all over the globe. And now looking to show something to EVK here. As Fives, still in incredible shape. A man who's been inside that squared circle well over 20 years. Competed in matches for the WWE. Oh my goodness. And you can hear that slap, whatever device you're watching this on. As Fives now looking to rough up EVK. There's the STO. And going right for the submission out of the gate. EVK, very lucky his ring positioning had him inside those ropes, where he was able to put his boot on that bottom rope here. Is Billy Fives looking to make a statement and a possible example out of EVK. And you wonder here, what's the motive of Billy Fives? Is he just trying to get his feet wet? Is he trying to scratch that itch? Or could this perhaps be the signal of another run? And perhaps Billy Fives going to give it a go at Lakai in that heavyweight championship. If Billy Fives becomes a regular here on the GWA roster, we could be talking about a whole new wrinkle in the ballgame. And look at that! Overhead release, belly-to-belly suplex. Just dumps him right on the head. And Billy Fives, that shotgun kick out of the corner, too. And somehow EVK slips the shoulder up. But Fives could be looking to make short work here of the unofficial in-ring leader of the Unled. We know the Snake Master Abuda Dean leads the way with his mind control, but EVK seemingly has taken the reins inside the ring as Billy Fives here cinching in a submission. And that looked to be a closed fist. Randy Eller admonishing Billy Fives right there, as tells him cannot close that fist. As Fives once again here looks to be in as good a shape as he's been in many, many years. Picks him up, and that delayed vertical suplex up and over. Fives hooks that outside leg, and somehow EVK is able to get the shoulder up. That might almost be detrimental to EVK. He might as well have taken the loss right there, as the beating would have stopped. As Fives taking it right to him. And Fives goes for the Irish whip here. EVK turns him inside out. He's got him up near fireman's carry position. And he hits him with that Death Valley driver. He might shock Billy Fives out of nowhere, too. And a 2.5. Certainly unexpected there, but EVK looks to have gotten a second win as he's pounding away there on the veteran.
Come on, Fives. Legend.
As EVK, in addition to the second win, looks to have picked up a bit of cockiness along the way. He might be biting off more than he can chew. Slinging these barbs here, Billy Fives. There's a snapmare up and over. Lateral press does not hook the leg, only gets 2. Billy Fives, we do know, is well versed in the Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. As you see him with those knee strikes. as he puts a stop to EVK right there, goes for the big haymaker. And EVK, look at EVK, German suplex, he holds the bridge. And 2 3/4, folks. EVK almost pulls off one of the biggest upsets in GWA history right there. Shocked Billy Fives. I don't think he expected that sort of offense from EVK. As Fives going back and forth here, tooth and nail right in the center of the ring. And the pump fake allows Fives to take advantage there, rocks him with a knee. Off the ropes he goes and catches him again. And that might have knocked EVK out. Fives here. Might be looking to close the door here. As both men looking to get back to a vertical base now. And EVK going from the southpaw side here. And Billy Fives with that judo throw. 1, 2. Regains control. That's one of those advantages, being well-versed in multiple disciplines right there. You can catch him out of nowhere with just about anything. And now Fives with those educated feet, lighting up EVK like a lamp. And I think EVK might have ticked off Billy Fives, but EVK here showing off a whole new side to his offense. That diving shoulder right at the knee. And now Billy Fives' left knee might be a bit compromised here. EVK's got him back up, snatches him into the fireman's carry again. And Fives is going to get out of it. And Billy Fives here, he's got him in a choke. 2, 3, that's going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match as a result of a submission, Billy Fives. So EVK, though laid the other account of the shoulders down, indeed he did tap out. And Billy Fives gets the win. That might have been a little bit harder fought than Billy Fives expected when he signed up for this matchup. Coaches here, the top assistant to Gangrel. There's a statement from the veteran. And by the looks of things, by taking the temperature of the room, if you will, I don't think Billy Fives is done here in the GWA. As he's going to take EVK, and he sends him to the outside. And he wants his hand raised yet again. And it seems like Billy Fives got that taste of in-ring competition. And he likes exactly what he just had. So a big win there for Billy Fives. As what a debut for the veteran. One of the head coaches here at Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum, the top assistant here for Gangrel, comes, takes on EVK. You have to hand it to the leader in ring of the Unled, as he certainly held his own, but no Snake Master or Buddha Dean, no help on the outside, no Abaddon, no assistance. Those numbers games, that was negated today, as Billy Fives picked up a big win, submission style, here inside the Asylum. Remember, folks, a $1 donation brings 7 meals as we look to help feed South Florida. You can look to donate right now. Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum's Facebook page, which you very well could be watching us on right now. Of course, on our YouTube channel. Check out GWAFlorida.com for more information on how you can help feed South Florida. This has been a great night of action thus far, a very unique event, the first time we've been in the Asylum in many months. And we are right back here, folks, for more action. 2 matches left to go. 2 of the top ladies in the Asylum, they're coming up next. And of course, our GWA Championship main event. Lakai defends against Gangrel. It's all coming down here at the WrestleThon. And welcome back here inside the Asylum as Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum and the GWA present our Wrestlethon live on our YouTube and Facebook pages. We want to thank each and every one of you for joining us, donating your time, and of course, donating your money to help feed South Florida. $1 covers 7 meals. Do it now and certainly help out this great cause. And what a unique event here, folks. We appreciate you watching there since you can't be in here. As you can see, no fans in attendance. Only the stars on the card tonight are in the back, along with a couple of office personnel. The bare bones of the Asylum. But we're doing it all to bring you some great action and help return professional wrestling here to South Florida and the entire country. So we've got 2 great matches left to go. We've seen some great action thus far. We saw some tag team matches. And, of course, coming up, July 18th, we're slated, hopefully the 4th time's the charm, as we're set for high-stakes Deuces Wild, coming up at the casino at Dania Beach for the very first time, crowning tag team champions here in the GWA. Mosh and Thrasher, the Headbangers, Warlord and the Barbarian, the Powers of Pain, Stefan Julio, the Guadalupe Brothers, T.C. Reed and Steve Beck. The Unled looks to be represented, from what we understand, Gangrel and Glacier teaming up. Michael Patrick, Leo Bryan, the Dirty Blondes, plus the SSF, the Samoan Strike Force, Lance Anawai and Jacob Fatu. A star-studded, action-packed 8-team tournament set to come down where Deuces will be wild and new champions will be crowned. Stay tuned, GWAFlorida.com for more information, as well as our Facebook and YouTube pages. Every day, Gangrel's been going live on the Facebook page at 1 p.m., throwing in some old stories from his career, and of course, bringing you up to date on all of the happenings here in the GWA. So it's time for our semi-main event of the Wrestlethon. We're going to take a look at the very first 2 GWA Women's Champions. They've traded the title back and forth, and now they're set to renew their rivalry right now here inside the Asylum. Ladies and gentlemen, the following women's contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, she is fighting out of Hollywood, Florida, Rocky Radley. And ladies and gentlemen, her opponent, she is coming straight from the Asylum, ladies and gentlemen, Anna Diaz. Diaz making her entrance here in the GWA. Two-time GWA Women's Champion. She is here. She's ready for a fight against arguably her biggest rival here in the history of the GWA, Rocky Radley. And you go back to the early part of 2019, Rocky Radley taking the title from Anna Diaz in controversial fashion right here in the Asylum. Diaz regaining it at our very first casino show, the initial high stakes, back in February of 2019. And of course, Diaz held that title until her good friend Nicole Lucero shocked the world and won that championship back in the fall of 2019. Nicole, conspicuous by her absence tonight. She's already been called out by Chelsea Durden, who picked up a big win over Kylin King. And you got to think, the winner of this will certainly be taking on Nicole coming up at High Stakes Deuces Wild 2. Because scheduled for that event, it was a triple threat between these two and Nicole. But of course, the world events have postponed the action. As look at the athleticism here of Anna Diaz. Full arm dragon twist applied by the inaugural GWA Women's Champion. That top wrist lock here really cinched in as Radley trying to back her into the ropes there. Randy Eller calling for the break. And let's see Radley. She's going to clean break, but Diaz does not let go of that wrist. Now trying to cinch in that side headlock here. These two know each other so well. It's very difficult to get a leg up on the competition in this sort of situation. As Anna Diaz here showing off that athleticism once again. Radley going for that hip lock takeover, and Diaz connects with one of her own. As Anna Diaz now, that unique arm drag takedown. And another hip lock takeover, 1, 2, and a near fall. And Anna now looks to get some momentum rolling. And that handspring splash, 2. Another near fall. I was talking to Anna a little bit before we went on the air today here at the WrestleThon, and she was telling me, despite everything going on, despite not being able to get regular in-ring work, she's been thinking of some new moves, drafting up some new offense, and she looks to put that on display here tonight. As Radley here doing some significant damage on the midsection. There's the Irish whip. And Radley's gonna follow her in. Trying to catch her with those ribs. Oh, and Diaz reverses course, tries to send Radley to the floor. Radley hangs on. Oh! And stays one step ahead of Anna Diaz. And look at these two, knowing each other like the back of their own hands. As Radley now gonna pull the legs of Diaz and now bring her to the outside. And now the fight's gonna really begin between these two. And they're exchanging blows on the outside. Referee Randy Eller utilizing his discretion right now in making this count. As Radley sends Diaz back inside the squared circle. And she's gonna go for a cover, hooks that outside leg. And Radley not too happy with the results thus far. And sends Diaz here into the corner. Oh, and Diaz kicks out the leg of Radley. She goes upstairs. Oh, and she was going for the splash out of the corner. And Radley gonna try and capitalize as Diaz looks to have suffered some damage there throughout this contest to that midsection. And Radley, look at this innovative submission. Rocky Radley there, almost a modified Indian deathlock of some sort. As he's trying to wrench the neck of Anna Diaz as well while having those legs locked. Randy Eller checking in. He might need to utilize his discretion and call it. Oh, but Diaz able to shift her weight and escape. And a devastating headbutt by Anna Diaz creates a bit of separation here as both Diaz and Radley are down. Both ladies trying to climb back to a vertical base here in our semi-main event at the WrestleThon here inside the Asylum. Once again, we want to thank all of you fans from around the world tuning in and watching and donating not only your time, but your money as well. As Anna Diaz there goes for her matrix, but it looks like she can't pull it off completely because of that compromised lower back and midsection. But she still shows off the athleticism there with that heel kick. As Diaz fighting through the pain here. She has Radley in the corner. Irish whip reverse here to the, no. And Diaz is gonna make her eat defeat. Radley goes down, Diaz the cover, 1, 2, and Radley kicks out at 2.5. Folks, I thought that was enough. But when you know each other like these two do, the familiarity inside that ring, it takes a little bit more to dispatch your opponent there. There's the handspring elbow. Radley stunned. Diaz comes right back with a clothesline. The offense not stopping here. As Diaz, the exploder suplex, puts Rocky Radley right down. Diaz goes for the cover. She hooks the leg. 2 and 2 7/8. Just as Randy Eller's hand was about to hit 3, Rocky Radley was able to stay alive. Diaz now going back to the drawing board, digging a bit deeper in that playbook. What's she gonna have to pull out now? The Irish whip. And Radley slides underneath. Nice job by Radley, and the German release suplex. She launches her 2 or 3 feet right there. Diaz might have landed on her neck. Radley the cover 2. Diaz kicks out, and you have to imagine, if Rocky Radley had enough in her to hook that leg, we'd be talking about a victory. So Radley's up. She looks like a woman possessed here. Radley's got her. Comes right back in. Diaz slips out. Oh. And Radley creates a bit more separation. Plants her right down with the big boot. Radley, this could do it. 2. And once again, Diaz kicks out again. Back and forth affair here. Both of these women returning to the ring for the first time in a couple of months, leaving it all out here in the Asylum. Radley now goes for that senton backsplash, and Diaz has the wherewithal to roll out of the way. Anna Diaz might have just saved herself right there. Radley's down. Anna Diaz going back upstairs. From what I understand, she calls this Rainbow in the Dark. 2, 3, and Diaz wins it. To be awarded back in March, but obviously with everything coming down due to the current situation surrounding the world and the coronavirus, that event had to be postponed. We thought we'd get back to it in May. as the world continued to turn. May and June, unfortunately, unable to go, but we're looking at a light at the end of the tunnel, and we're hoping July 18th, Casino at Dania Beach, High Stakes Deuces Wild 2, for the very first time, the GWA crowns tag team champions. I've talked about them all night long. I talked about it in the ring before our last matchup. The Dirty Blondes, the Samoan Strike Force, former WWF Tag Team Champions, Mosh and Thrasher, the Headbangers, the legendary Powers of Pain, the Warlord and the Barbarian, two massive men coming into the GWA looking for one more shot at glory, Glacier and Gangrel, the fire and ice, if you will. How are those two going to coexist? We've talked about Steve Beck and TC Reed, the Unled, the Guadalupe brothers. They made their debut tonight and picked up a win over the most popular team here in the GWA. Folks, it is going to be huge. It's coming down. You have to tune in. You have to check us out. GWAFlorida.com. You can check us out there for more updates on July 18th. Of course, our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and every Monday, not every Monday, every day it seems like, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m., at least for now. Check out Gangrel as he goes live each and every day, talks about great stories from his career, important matchups, all the happenings of Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum. Well, folks, 5 matches down, 1 more left to go. We're set to head back to the ring. It's main event time. It's title time here in the Asylum. All right, folks, first off, before we get to our main event, thank you from the bottom of our hearts here at the GWA for joining us at the WrestleThon, donating your time and your money, and you still have time to donate your money. $1 brings 7 meals to help feed South Florida, a great cause, and we're doing it in a very unique way here inside the Asylum. Just one more time, folks, no fans in attendance. It's basically been me, the production crew, and Biosuit Man all evening long, and of course, the great competitors, the great students and coaches of the GWA. We want to thank them for all of their hard work in putting this event together to help bring wrestling back to South Florida, the first event in South Florida in multiple months. I think since late February, maybe early March, the first time we've seen wrestling anywhere around here in South Florida, and it's brought to you exclusively by Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum. And once again, folks, we hope July 18th, High Stakes Deuces Wild 2, we can finally crown those GWA Tag Team Champions. Well, you've stuck with us all night long. We know you might have some Saturday night plans now, but we still have one more match to go. Ladies and gentlemen, not inside the Asylum, but everyone watching worldwide, it's main event time! Ladies and gentlemen, the following bout is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is for the GWA Championship!
Yo, what were you thinking? Stepping into the realm of the deadly, sinister, vampire warrior. I'ma bust that buster, hush that hustler. Sock all you suckers, leave you flunks in a fluster. Punch till you buster, crunch till you cluster. Rock with the ruckus, leave you mashed up, you muster. Lost your mind, now you hanging and clanging for your life. When I strike, I be mangling and strangling with a vice so precise. No man can be handling the vampire warrior who's fanging and banging. I'ma crush, I'ma strike with a venomous blow. I'ma smush, I'ma spike till the blood overflow. I'ma push, I'ma fight, so your fear of me grow. Ain't nobody immune to the death when we go. I'ma tear, I'ma stab, it's a devilish show. I'ma spit, I'ma jab, leave a hole in your throat. I'ma sear, I'ma slap, in your blood you will flow. Just in case y'all still didn't know, I'm a killer. Yeah, it's the vampire warrior. The vampire warrior who's fanging and banging. Yeah, it's the vampire warrior. The vampire warrior who's fanging and banging. Fear for the bite that makes you bleed. Where is the air you used to breathe? Near to your death you will proceed. Scared for the life you're about to lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is your GWA Wrestlethon main event, set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and is for the GWA Heavyweight Championship. When the bell rings, the man in charge, GWA Senior Official Randy Eller. Introducing first, standing to my left, he is the challenger, fighting out of Santa Cruz, California, weighing in 242 pounds, the Vampire Warrior. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gangrel! And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent standing to my right, fighting out of Leogán, Haiti, weighing in at 250 pounds. He is the current, reigning, and defending GWA Heavyweight Champion. This is Lakai. One fall, 30-minute time limit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has all come down to this, the GWA Heavyweight Championship on the line. Gangrel, the teacher, taking on Lakai, the student. As Lakai nearing his one-year anniversary as the GWA Heavyweight Champion. Ever since winning that championship, last defeating Alex Chamberlain, the battle royal here inside the asylum, where the final two competed in a singles matchup later on in the night. It ended up being Lakai against Chamberlain. Lakai picked up the huge victory. He's taken on the likes of the Tokyo Monster Kahagas. Chamberlain again, amongst many others since then. As you see that sign of respect right there, from the leader of the asylum to one of his top students. And a very unique opportunity here for Gangrel. He rarely puts himself in high-profile situations. But this is a stiff test for Lakai, because if Gangrel gets the win, not only does he somewhat humiliate the student, but he's now the GWA Heavyweight Champion. So these two here in a feeling out process. Lakai, you have to think, is certainly at the disadvantage here. Having not competed in quite some time, does not have a lot of in-ring experience as it is. And now set to take on Gangrel. As Lakai outweighing Gangrel by 8 pounds.
during the pre-match weigh-ins. When everyone walked in the building today, they went through a battery of tests to make sure they were fit to compete amongst the current conditions. And along with some temperature checks and some other basic testing, one of them was the weigh-in. And Gangrel here at a lean 242, while Lakai has packed on a few pounds over the last couple of months. And as the heavyweight champion, he might need that extra bulk. Side headlock applied here by Lakai. Looks to cinch it in. And look at Gangrel here looking for some leverage. Looking to possibly send Lakai for a ride off the ropes, but the big man, the champion, the native of Leogan, Haiti, came here to the United States looking to make an impact in the professional wrestling business, and he chose the GWA. As Lakai really trying to suck the life out of Gangrel here. And that's one thing about the Vampire Warrior. Still looks great, still as sharp as ever inside the ring. But as a 33-year veteran, you have to say with Gangrel, he might not have the stamina he once did. And that is something Lakai could look to exploit here as he tries to suck the life out of him with those headlocks. And the Vampire Warrior here asking Randy Eller to check in. As these two continue to jockey for position, Gangrel off the ropes. Here he goes. And like the irresistible force meeting the immovable object, neither man able to go down. And Gangrel almost a bit surprised by the power of Lakai. And once again, these two collide in the ring. Gangrel has had nagging shoulder issues throughout his career, and might have just felt that one jolt right through him. And now these two, the bit of a stare down as both men go to opposite sides. And like two freight trains colliding right in the center of the ring. The momentum knocks both men back, but neither able to gain an advantage here. And Lakai finally gets Gangrel down. And the GWA champion there with a couple of knife edge chops right on the top of the head of Gangrel. Looking to really create some space here. The high elevation with the big back body drop. And Lakai now starting to cook. There's a scoop slam. And you can almost see the confidence being renewed here. Lakai seemed a bit timid, a bit reserved in the opening minutes of this matchup. He's starting to break free now, lateral press. And Randy Eller says it's only two. And Lakai now puts his head down. Rookie mistake right there. And Gangrel goes for the clothesline. And look how much momentum it takes to get the 250-pounder over. A normal clothesline didn't do it. Gangrel had to stick with him for a minute. And look at Gangrel here. With the working boots on, and hits the baseball slide. He must be missing baseball like all of us going low like that. As Gangrel here, shouting out to everyone at home. He's looking to prove a point to not only his student, but the entire GWA. Don't mess with the boss. As Gangrel here, that determined look on his face, he's headed to the outside. Remember, that championship can only be won on the inside of the ring. Randy Eller here trying to restore some order. And Lakai trying to fight back. Gangrel with a devastating knee right to the side of the head. That rocks Lakai. As Gangrel here with almost a smirk on his face as he looks to be in full control against Lakai. And a big elbow sends him crashing down. Randy Eller a bit out of position, but only gets 2. As Gangrel now. Look at that. The side Russian leg sweep and the corkscrew elbow. Gangrel clicking on all cylinders here. 2. And he tries to pin the shoulders down of Lakai. But the GWA heavyweight champion just too much for the Vampire Warrior in that moment. As Gangrel connects once again there with a back elbow. And Gangrel here might be starting to think about closing the door on Lakai. Sidesteps him. And the big man goes over the top rope yet again, all the way down to the arena floor here. And once again, with no fans in attendance, Lakai has no one to help feed off of here. And he looked for support. A very unique environment here for the rising star here in the GWA. As Gangrel on the inside of the ring, pacing back and forth, ready to pounce when Lakai re-enters. And the Vampire Warrior showing off a bit of an attitude right here. And Gangrel here taking advantage. And there comes a point where being a veteran, having that leadership, having that ring prowess, you take advantage and you exploit it. As Randy Eller checking in on Lakai, as it looks like the champ will continue at least for now, as Gangrel nearly takes a swipe at Eller. And the senior official having his hands full right now. And Gangrel here could be looking for the suplex from the outside in. And the Vampire Warrior connects, the float over, 2, and we nearly have a new champion. Wait, Lakai reverses. And Lakai with a heads-up move, shifting that weight and nearly stealing one from Gangrel. What a main event here at our WrestleThon. The Guadalupe brothers with a big win over Steve Beck and TC Reed in their debut. Billy Fives winning his debut over EVK. Anna Diaz picking up a win. Chelsea Dirt picking up a win. Jay Vidal making a big return as Gangrel here starting to roll once again. There's the cover. We might have a new champion here too. And again, only 2.
Come on, Eller. 2 shoulder came up.
And Gangrel here does not seem to be too pleased with the cadence of the count with Randy Eller. But now he's applying a neck vice here and trying to suck the life once again out of the GWA heavyweight champion here. We've got to be eclipsing the 10-minute mark now. approaching the halfway point of the time limit. Remember, 30-minute time limit here for this heavyweight title main event to close out the WrestleThon in our first live action inside the Asylum, despite being in a modified form with no fans since back in late January. And Gangrel drops the elbow, almost a Greg Valentine-like elbow. And Gangrel here, he might be going to rarefied air. The heavyweight title hanging in the balance. He's going to step it up a notch. Gangrel's going all the way upstairs, but Lakai's got him. And he launches him nearly halfway across the ring, doing damage there to the lower back of Gangrel. And Gangrel now, oh, he's got him up. Oh, drops him with the power bomb. Oh, look at this combination. He's going back to All Japan. He's got the Tiger Bomb. He drops him with the Tiger Bomb. Now Gangrel's going to turn him around here. He could be looking for that Boston Crab. Almost that modified Walls of Jericho. Look at Gangrel putting his boot right into the back of Lakai. That title slipping out of Lakai's grasp here. We're going to have a new champion. What a way to close out the WrestleThon with Gangrel making his student tap out. Oh, Lakai. Wait, Lakai shifts the weight on his neck and is able to get out of the move right there. What a reversal. What a heads-up move by the champ. And Gangrel, after that incredible combination with the power bomb and then the Tiger Bomb, he could be looking for the Impaler. He's calling for the Impaler. Lakai has it well scouted. He drives Gangrel back into the far side buckle. Here we go. The Irish up here to the near side corner. Gangrel is nailed by Lakai. He's got him here. Hits him with that power slam. Look at the power and strength of Lakai. The shirt's off. The champ means business. He's perched up there on that second turnbuckle. And Lakai's going to miss that elbow. Gangrel moves out of the way. Take a look at the face of the Vampire Warrior. He's ready to do some fanging and banging right here. And Gangrel rocking Lakai with a series of forearm shivers. Into the far side now. Gangrel going to work on Lakai. He could be looking for that signature bulldog out of the corner. He nails it. I don't know if he got all of it, though. He rolls him over, lateral press, 2. And it might just be the fact that we're over 15 minutes into this matchup, but Gangrel makes a rare mistake and forgets to hook the leg. So Randy Eller checking in. It looks like Lakai, at least at this point, will continue. As you can hear those shots reverberate all throughout the Asylum. You can hear them right in the comfort of your own home. And once again, Gangrel coming back with a bulldog. Hooks that outside leg this time. But once again, it won't be enough. Could be looking to shut the door here as the Vampire Warrior. He's got it locked in. Lakai turns it around. He's got him up. And in the belly-to-back suplex, dumps Gangrel right on his neck here. This is the opening Lakai was looking for. Could he be setting him up now, perhaps for that swinging side slam? Gangrel is down. Wait, Lakai, he's going upstairs. We don't normally see this for the big man. He goes for the splash. He can't connect. He's not like Anna Diaz. No rainbows in the dark here. Gangrel's got him. He goes, looks like he was going there for the Impaler yet again. And the swinging side slam. 1, 2, 3, and Lakai wins it. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still GWA Heavyweight Champion, Lakai. A hard-fought win there for Lakai. Gangrel pushes him to the limit, busting out some offense we haven't seen from the Vampire Warrior since the early 90s. But Lakai, just as it looked like he was down for the count, as it looked like Gangrel had him beat us. Wait a second, these two are gonna exchange some words here. That tough love from the teacher to the student. And he shakes his hand right there, proud of the hard work that Lakai has put in, representing the GWA at the top of the mountain as he will officially hit that 1-year anniversary. And hopefully, on July 18th, we can return to the casino at Dania Beach, high stakes Deuces Wild 2, where Lakai can put that title on the line and once again prove his worth against the top competition that the GWA has to offer. So right as it looked like Gangrel was going to shut the door there with that impaler, Lakai there's a message from the champ, but Lakai was able to reverse course, connect with that swinging side slam, and take out the Vampire Warrior officially, and hit him with a 1, 2, 3. So folks, all around the world, on behalf of Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum, thank you so much for not only donating your time, but your money as well, and you can still donate right now. $1 brings 7 meals to South Florida as we look to help feed South Florida, another great charity right here for Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum. Oh, wait. The Vampire Warriors got something to say. We did show the tag team titles as the Vampire Warrior here. Unfortunately,
I way to keep some distance, I know, somewhat.
A tough loss for you, Gangrel.
Yeah.
You have to be proud of Lakai.
Well, I am proud of him, but it hurts when you get caught slipping. When you know you're in better condition, your cardio's well, but yet you still get beat. You know, that might be a sign of my age, where I'm just getting soft and nice. I don't know. But it was a hard-fought battle. But I came out here because I want to thank, I'm going to get down low here so I don't take it easy on Mr. Trunks right there. I want to thank you, Randy Ayler, not Ayler, Trunks, Steve, Israel, and all the people at home, and Biohazard too. Come on, Biohazard guys. Pump, feed, dog. Pump, feed. So, I want to thank everybody at home, the Feeding South Florida, the South Floridians. They love you. Thank you. They appreciate it from the bottom of their hearts. I do. Thank you for giving us a format and a forum to do it in front, to help you and give back to the community. Thank you for your time. I know you're sitting in a hot spot right here. Airs are blowing everywhere in the building, but right here. The only air blowing right here is my hot air right now. And I'm pumping it out by the gallons. Pumped to the PSI. All right? So I want to thank Quarterdeck for some wings. Mateo fronting over some food for the guys in the back and subs like that from Cambria. Thank all you guys. And I didn't mean to cut you off and run your own interview. But thank you. We got a social distance. I'll give you elbow pinky. And thank everybody for tonight. Thank you for supporting a great cause. And thank you for supporting Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum. Love you all. Can't do it without you. One love and respect always. Want some? Get some. Bad enough. Take some. You're either all in or you're all out. It's not just an attitude. It's a lifestyle, damn it. 24/7. Can't stop, won't stop. Fanging and banging. Thank you, Blake.
All right, and on behalf of the GWA, I am Blake Chadwick, and we'll hopefully see you July 18th at the casino at Dania Beach. Good night, everybody.